Heyo. I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I can't help but be cringe sometimes, but I just hate that I want to talk to people and yet I can't. Or like, it just always seems like it's the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people would just talk for 5 minutes, like, it's so, I don't want to say it's so easy. I mean, it's hard. I have to put myself out there when I talk to people. But, earlier today, I went to grab takeout from this local restaurant down the road. And, I say down the road. Anyways, yeah. I'm grabbing takeout and I'm just chatting people up. Like, I can tell that they, like when somebody pulls out their phone to like pretend to fucking do something, that way they don't have to talk. And I'm like, hey, so what you doing here? Like, just, kind of talking. And it's so hard for people sometimes to want to talk to me, or like want to talk in general, not just to me, but just in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lay myself down when I talk, and I get right to business too. I don't like the small talk bullshit. Well, how's the weather today? Like, no, I'm like, I'm tired because I do a lot and I feel burnt out. What about you? Like, I'll just say shit, and it's really annoying that people will just shut me down for it sometimes, because like I said, I'm laying myself down and then just to get shot at, metaphorically, of course. It's really annoying, because at least if you have your guard up, like at least if you are pretending or having a facade on, you can sort of say like, okay, well, at least I didn't get shot at. It was the facade. It wasn't really me. But when I lay myself down and I'm like, I want to hear what you have to say, and then I get fucking thrown against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm using metaphor here, but you see what I'm saying? You try to be nice to people, and then they're rude to you for you being nice and coming to the end of yourself. And I'm like, okay, so, well, that's nice, You can't be nice to me for 5 seconds. Or you can't talk for 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's so hard for me sometimes. Because, like I said, I'm the one who's laying myself down. And I'm like, well, I want to hear about you. Like, I do a lot of thought experiments in my head, just to see what I would think in certain scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to test these theories, because if you don't test them, how are you going to know if they're true or not? Right? And I understand that the human mind is a little bit faulty in that, but I try to keep the most open mind, most practical, most standard form of whatever the interaction might be if I was to have it. And maybe I'm overthinking, but you see what I'm saying, though? Like, I am an ideologue, and yet, because I'm an ideologue, things do not go my way because not everybody else is an ideologue. And then it fucks me over. Right? I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm saying here, because it's really fucking annoying, and I don't want to give up. I don't want to just stop talking to people because it's not me. I want to play the game. Right? I've said this in other episodes, fucking hell, in other videos before. I am in control of my actions. Whether I do good or wrong, I am in control. I am playing the game, right? And I don't want to be pushed to the sidelines because I'm playing the game and other people aren't, right? Like, this is why I get so fucking frustrated, my mouth's a little dry, with people sometimes, because here I am being like, I hate this, I love this, what do you think about this, how do you feel about that? Like, just kind of, poking and prodding at people and saying my 2 cents and hoping for them to kind of reciprocate, because I'm not going to like necessarily shut them down if they have a disagreeal between us, right? A disagreeal. Fucking hell, dude. I'm so tired. If we have a disagreement among each other, right? I'm not going to shut somebody down. I want to hear what they have to say. And then maybe I might, maybe I won't. But you see what I'm saying here, right? Is that this back and forth has to happen first. And everybody's just so afraid to have it in the first place. Do you really want to live life like that? Like, I can't imagine getting to the end of my life and then being like, yeah, I made no interactions with anybody. Right? That seems kind of lame to me. I don't know. So I get really tired of all the bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying stuff that's a heart to heart to people, and nobody else is fucking doing it. Right? Everybody's afraid to kind of put themselves out there. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Right? Like with this channel, like maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite here because when I did my first couple episodes, you can probably tell I'm a little nervous or stuttering. I mean, normally now I stutter just because I fucking stutter and I can't help it. But yeah, I mean, I was a little scared doing the first couple of videos, and even then I wanted to actually start this channel like a year or two ago. But I just didn't get around to it because I was like, I don't like how my phone is set up, or I don't like how the audio is like this and that and yada, yada, yada. And now I'm just like, fuck it, we ball. Whatever I'm going to say it. And I'm going to try to back it at a later date if I can. Hopefully I can. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just maybe a bit of a rant right now for listening purposes, obviously. I'm also really tired. Like, my eyes are shutting right now because I'm just so overworked anymore. Like, mentally, physically, I just am. I'm doing so much shit constantly that I don't have time to just kind of veg and just be like, okay, you know, I get to enjoy my headspace. Because literally today, that was like all I had today was driving my mom to therapy. And that was kind of like my veg moment, to just be like, okay, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this. And I did. I enjoyed it for like 30 minutes to 45 minutes before I made a couple videos in the car. Yeah, I'm just annoyed, I guess. Because it's so hard to find somebody that will just say what they're thinking and not have to feel like they're... Like, you know, when you see somebody and you talk to them and they have a genuine smile, it's like, okay, this is based. But then you start talking to somebody who's like all about their work, you know, is all about what they own. You know, what's the sports team? Like, all that shit is all just surface level bullshit. I don't like that because I don't really get to see who you are. With those things, I get to see the facade of you. I don't get to see who you are, right? I don't like that bullshit because then it tricks me. I feel like I got scammed. Because then when I start to talk to you more and I'm like already like knees deep, pause on that fucking pause. That sounds so gay. When I'm head first into the water in our friendship and then I realize you're a bastard, right? And then I'm like, okay, so now I've just, because usually what I do too is like, if somebody's my friend, I give them resources, right? I give them things. It's not just like, you know, a coworker from work that's a friend, right? With like quotations. No, it's like, you're going to start getting shit from me. And it's going to be good stuff. It's going to be stuff that matters. It's going to be stuff that's interesting that you might not find again. And my friends, some of them do that for me, which is nice. But, you know what I'm saying here, though? Like, I don't want to jump in feet first to a friendship and then it be like, oh, I'm actually a bastard. You know, so like, why don't you just fucking knock your teeth out before I do? Right? That's sort of what I'm getting at with this. But, it's so annoying, man. Finding new people that are your friends. Because most of my close friends have been friends with me since high school. So, like I said, it's really hard to find somebody who can be your friend when you get older or as you get older. You know, coworkers sometimes can be your friends. Luckily, I've had coworkers in the past that are very good friends with me. But, you know, at the same time, there are a lot of people who you're just stuck with your fucking coworkers. Right? It's like school. You're just stuck with people who you might not like. And it is very annoying. You know, and like I'm trying to allude to here, finding friends when you're out of college, out of high school, it's just so hard. It's so hard to find true friends that actually mean something other than just like, see you at work on Monday, see you whenever. Oh, you going to the get together at whatever? Like, it's, you know, it's kind of all lame bullshit. Where are the people that are like, I'm frustrated with life because things do not go my way? Like, that's so, like, everybody, it's so funny because everybody has these problems, but yet finding the people that are willing to talk about it and be open is so hard. So once again, if everybody's having these problems, why doesn't everybody just fucking say it? Right? Everybody has to have the facade, the mask up. And it's really annoying. I don't like that shit. It's tiring because I don't know where you stand. I don't know where somebody stands as a friend or as a foe or what. Maybe because I'm like slightly autistic, or maybe because I'm gifted. I really do believe I am gifted. And just because I've said that in the previous video, this just because like I'm hitting every fucking marker. I'm not autistic or anything, but like you see what I'm saying here is that maybe I'm not reading the social cues or the room very well because of that, and I just don't understand culture. That always makes me fucking mad. Is that like, you know, normies and NPCs and the neurotypical types, they all understand these room cues. It's like, okay, if I don't step on anybody's toes, nobody's gonna step on me. I'm like, I don't like that shit. I'm like, okay, are you gonna live and die with me on the battlefield or what? Like, that's what it feels like. You know, are you going to like do this with me, or are you gonna be some fucking retard that's just sitting there being a hindrance on me? You know what I'm saying? And it's not a thing of me being like, look at how much better I am than you. It's a thing of like, are we actually going to have a heart-to-heart and really get to know each other, or are we just going to be this surface level bullshit, I don't want to be your friend? I hate that. I hate that because what kind of a life is that? What kind of a life is that? So I feel like I've gone on long enough. Hopefully you guys get this. I'll see ya.